Hey everyone, I'm Richard, CEO and founder of altFINS. In this trading video, I will go over the state of the market, what are the prevailing trends, look at Bitcoin, and also go over some strategies and market scans that you can use in this current market environment. So I like to start my day oftentimes with looking at the signal summary and looking at the trends. Obviously, unless you've new to the crypto market currently, you've noticed that overall in the last, really since Bitcoin hit 127 or 126,000 in November of last year, we've kind of been on the downtrend. Now, the trends have improved in the recent couple of months, but if you go to the signal summary page, there are a few preset filters here. One is which assets are in the strong up versus strong down on a daily time interval. We can see that there are, out of 2,000 assets that the platform monitors, about only 27 are in an uptrend across the short-term, medium-term, and long-term horizon, while 338 assets are in a downtrend. And we're talking about strong uptrend and strong downtrend, right? So it is, 10, 15 to 1 in terms of downtrend, assets in downtrend versus uptrend. So we're still mostly in a downtrend for most assets. Also, if you look at, how many assets are hitting new local highs, let's just say for the last 5, 10, 15 periods versus new local lows. I mean, it's 10 to 1. Way more assets are hitting new local lows versus local highs. Now, which assets are in an uptrend or let's just take uptrend, 38 assets. Let's click on that and see which assets are sort of bucking the overall trend. Okay, so here's the list of them. It's a couple of pages, so close to about 30, 35 assets. We can take a look at the charts here, right? One of the other things that you'll notice right away also is our charts now include support and resistance levels. You can turn that off and on easily here. You can also hide it if you click it here. But it's automatically calculated, and so that knowing where the support resistance is based on the history is also super helpful in trading and knowing where to potentially enter or exit. And so if I look at Sky right now, let's look at the trends here. Right, we filtered for only assets that are in an uptrend across short-term, medium, and long-term. So obviously, Sky is in an uptrend. And if I look at what's going on here in the chart, I'd say I'd be a buyer somewhere close to that 6.6 cents or so, 7 cents, let's call it, because it seems to be bouncing between, the 6 and 6.5, and what is this level? A resistance of 7.8 or so. So call it between 7 and 8. This is an asset that's in an uptrend, so I'd be interested in buying it. The other thing that's positive about it is that is their 200-day moving average is also very close to the support level. So that acts also, the 200-day moving average also acts as a support level or as a resistance if the price is below it and approaching it. But in this case, price is above it and approaching it. So this gives me a pretty decent, robust support area here. So that my entry would be around this level. I believe we also have a technical analysis on it as well. Okay, right here. So based on this, there's also a rising wedge here. And again, the conclusion I think is more or less the same, that 7 cents or so is probably an interesting entry with the exit at price target of 8 cents. That's also in the trade setup here as well that you can find. You can find these trade setups also in our technical analysis section here. If we jump to that, actually Sky is on the first page here, on the first line here. We noted some of the hot trade setups with the flame icon here. Those trade setups we marked as having a higher conviction level. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the trends have been improving, even though it's clear that most of the assets out there are still in a downtrend. But let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm talking about. So here on the trend tab, we can see what the trends are as measured by the altFINS system across short-term, medium, and long-term basis. As you can see, first of all, let's filter out the stable coins. So let's just look at your regular coins here, right? And so Bitcoin on the short-term basis and is sort of neutral, long-term still downtrend, still trading below the 200-day moving average. Ethereum is improving as well. So you can see a number of assets are a month, 2 months ago, all of these were just strong downtrends, and so we're improving. I pay more attention to the medium-term trend than the short-term trend, because the short-term trend can change very quickly, but the medium trend is a little more established, I suppose. And we see a lot of neutrals, right? So it's a mix, but we can also see which assets have recently moved from down or neutral to an uptrend. Which assets have had an upgrade to their trend. Those could be interesting situations where the trend is just reversing, and we could be in for a decent longer term uptrend, beginning of one. So to do that, first of all, here you can add a trend. So we got the short term, medium. Let's add medium term trend change. Okay. So what this tells me is that the last trend change for these assets for Bitcoin was from down to neutral and so on. But I can also create a filter based on that. So I'm going to say, I want the assets that have a medium-term trend of up and have recently been upgraded. Okay, so about 240 assets have been upgraded. I can also say I want a minimum market cap of, let's just say, 100 million. So I'm down to about 24 assets. Let's take a look at that. All right, so Tron is one of them. So I'm going to get rid of the short-term trend, since I don't really currently at this point don't want to be paying attention to it. Okay, so medium-term trend change. Tron went from up to strong up. Hyperliquid also up from strong up. Others have went from neutral to up, right? So these are assets, and there's about 24 of them, and that were the trends where the trends are improving. Like Quant, actually, the trend went from neutral to up. So these could be interesting situations to you, where again the trend has reversed to an uptrend, and therefore we might look for some buying opportunities on pullbacks, perhaps, right? Like HTX here, it's approaching resistance here, so probably not the right time to be jumping on this trend. But here, Meme Core, on the other hand, has broken through the 200-day moving average. Okay, now it's pulling back, so that's a very bullish sign. Break through above the 200-day moving average. It's also broken through a resistance. Now it's pulling back a bit, So that when it pulls back to that 200-day moving average or so, that could be an interesting buying opportunity in an uptrend, right? So this is a great filter. You can save this filter, right, for future use. Medium-term trend upgrade. Of course, you can further modify it. You can say, show me only those that are now also approaching support. There's only 2 of them. Let's take a look. Okay, Hyperliquid, Nexo. Okay. So that's another modification or option for you to do. And you can also create a filter, an alert. So you get alerted of these types of situations in the future. Another, I think, worthwhile option for finding some trade ideas is to look for assets that are in an uptrend, because if you're buying assets, you should be looking for assets that are in an uptrend. It's tough to buy assets that are in a downtrend, right? Hoping for catching the bottom oftentimes turns out to be just a falling knife. An easy way to get hurt. So here's another, right? Here's another piece of filter called Pullback in Uptrend, right? So these are assets that are in an uptrend on a medium term and a long term basis. Now we can eliminate the long term condition and get a few more that are in an uptrend on a medium term basis. So let's take a look. Okay. So all of these are in an uptrend on a medium term basis. The short term and the long term basis may not be in an uptrend, but the medium term is. And let's take a look at the charts. And have pulled back, right? And that's one of the conditions in the market scan, that the weekly performance is less than 5% or minus 5%. And here again, it's important that we have the support and resistance here to see. In fact, let's modify this filter to say, okay, it's pulled back, but we want it to be close, the price to be close to the support level. All right, so now we're down to only 13 assets. So again, Hyperliquid is on that list, also close to the 200-day moving average. So that is a robust support area. MORPHO, similar situation. In an uptrend, it's pulling back to about $1.60 or so, which is also a 200-day moving average, also a robust support area, and then a few others. So another great scan to look for some interesting situations. We could also use another market scan. Is similar. It's called Uptrend and Fresh Momentum Inflection. Okay, let's take a look. So in this case, there's only 3 assets that satisfy this criteria. So these are assets that are in an uptrend. Take a look at, again, the trend indication or trend ratings. These assets are in an uptrend, and their momentum, as defined by MACD indicator, is inflecting upwards again. So these assets have pulled back, but they're also already inflecting back up. And let's take a look at the support and resistance again. All right. Okay. Well, this one obviously already kind of played out. It pulled back and bounced off of that support. This dam reservoir has pulled back to the support area, and MACD histogram is inflecting. So it looks like it has found the support, which previously acted as resistance here. Once the resistance is broken, it becomes support. So this looks like an asset that could or has found support at this level and is already inflecting. Similarly here with Aurora, although that has already kind of bounced. So these are the 3 assets. Again, great preset market scan. You can find it here. It's called, again, Uptrend and Fresh Momentum Inflection. Another way to look for some interesting trade ideas and leverage that support and resistance for your exit and entry as well. All right, well, that's it for today. I hope this has been helpful in terms of leveraging the altFINS platform to find some trading ideas. Also, I'll mention that we are currently running a special in terms of our pricing. And not only that, but there's actually a free bonus that comes with annual and lifetime plans. And that has to do with a free $10,000 prop trading challenge, which basically means you get a chance at trading with $10,000 of someone else's capital, essentially. So this is, I think, a very unique opportunity. Also, we have a 50% flash sale special going on as well. But this bonus here with a free $10,000 prop trading challenge, which normally is priced at about $250, is a nice perk as well for those who decide to upgrade to annual or lifetime plans. All right, everyone, good luck trading. Keep in mind that this video is for informational purposes only, not meant to be financial advice, and do your own research.